Mockingjay Part 2, the last of the Hunger Games films. Is this film any good? Yes, it is. It is. I think that the hardcore fans of Hunger Games will absolutely love this film, but casual fans, maybe not so much. Let me explain. Think back to the first Mockingjay Part 1. That film was solely set up for this one. It was basically building up this big war, this big battle to take the capital, to bring down the tyrant President Snow. And so when we get to Part 2, it just kind of, well, bear in mind there's supposed to be this war going on, you don't really see it. At least, well, here's the thing. When I saw trailers for this film, I got the impression that this film was going to be like an action film. Not necessarily a war film, but like an action film. There's going to be some battles going on. And there were battles, but you didn't really see them. They sort of happened off-screen, or in the distance, just in the background somewhere, where you don't really see them. You sort of see the little snippets. And the problem is that the camera focuses entirely on Katniss and Peter the entire time. Well, mostly just Katniss. And that's the problem though, because I think that if you're selling this film to be about taking down a tyrannical regime, show it. Show Katniss taking down this regime. You don't really see a lot of it. There's at least one scene where she gets knocked out and the war is over, pretty much. And it happens quite a few times already though, where it just sort of cuts to black, and then this big event that's about to happen has happened. But yeah, like something massive is about to happen, it cuts to black, and then it's done. It's like they don't really show you it, and that's kind of the problem that I have with this film. Not to say that this film is terrible, don't get me wrong, no, I mean this film, it built up tension really well, the acting is great, the effects are fantastic, the look of it is phenomenal. It's almost like there was deleted scenes showing all the battles, and we just never saw them. And I think that's frustrating, to be honest. There's a bit at the very end where, okay, spoilers, the rebels are storming the grounds near President Snow's palace, and the camera focuses entirely on Katniss the entire time. And you sort of see, just in the corner, just the background of soldiers firing at each other. But you don't really see it very well. The camera's a bit jerky, you know, just like it kind of goes all over the place a bit. And it kind of goes to what I said before, is that you don't really see too much of the action. It just sort of happens in the background and you kind of miss most of it. And maybe that's what they were going for, maybe that's how it was kind of done in the books, maybe they didn't go, because I've never read the books, so I don't really know. But for me, I think that they should have shown us a little bit more action. Just a little bit more. But like I said, the story itself was great. Acting, fantastic. They did build up tension very well. And again, spoilers, it was great to see President Snow get his comeuppance. So I think, you know, after all these films, yeah, he deserved to get what he got, should we say. But would I recommend Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2? I think yes. Yes, if you stuck with Hunger Games throughout all these films, you're going to want to see this film because it does wrap things up really nicely. And that's the thing though, it's one of those rare films in a franchise, you know what I'm talking about, so when you get like the last film or the last episode in a franchise where it just ends horribly, you know, they make you love a franchise for years and then the last episode or the last film is terrible. This doesn't happen with Hunger Games. It doesn't happen at all. They do end things really well. So I'm great that they did that. I mean, it's great that they did that, because there's always that concern, really, isn't it? So yeah, definitely recommend Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 2. I think if you're a casual fan, I would possibly wait until it comes out on DVD. But I think if you're a hardcore fan, well, you've already seen it then, haven't you? But yeah, if you're just a casual fan, yeah, wait until it comes out on DVD, because even though it's a good film, I don't think it's worth the price of a cinema ticket, but that's just my personal opinion. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.